morning, a federal judge in Louisiana is limiting the Biden administration from contacting social media companies. The judge saying the administration likely violated the First Amendment when it pressured those companies to remove certain posts. The order comes as Republican attorneys general in 2 states sue the administration, claiming it pressured sites like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to remove messages containing purported misinformation about COVID-19, election security, and other issues.
What's your message to platforms like Facebook?
They're killing people. I mean, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated. And they're killing people.
Saying American citizens have the right to engage in free debate about significant issues affecting the country. The judge adding, it is quite telling that each example or category of suppressed speech was conservative in nature. The judge also issued a preliminary injunction barring top administration officials and several federal agencies, including the Justice Department, from having any contact with social media platforms for the purpose of encouraging the removal, deletion, suppression, or reduction of content containing protected free speech. The decision appears to take effect immediately.
And thanks to the Twitter files revealed on Friday night, we know the First Amendment has been violated more profoundly than at any time in our lives. Miranda Devine of the New York Post has just reported the FBI met, quote, weekly with Twitter executives in the months before the 2020 election. And in those meetings, the FBI specifically warned about hack and leak operations by state actors that would involve Hunter Biden and would, quote, likely come out in October.
Elon Musk retweeted the quote-unquote Twitter files, a collection of documents that detail how the social media platform supposedly buried a story about a Ukrainian energy company paying money to the president's son, Hunter Biden. First of all, I just have to say that this whole thing is just ridiculous and it's not true.
It was amazing to me that all of these sort of Fox News or whoever else jumped on this without ever fully understanding that it was basically meaningless what happened. And it actually turned out to be a good thing.
Musk seems fixated on a 2-year-old story about Hunter Biden's laptop.
This is what we in the cable business like to call a hot take, and it reveals Elon Musk's profound ignorance of the First Amendment.
We now know it was a really helpful thing, actually, the Twitter files today, because we got to see how content moderation works. We got to see how when a group of people with differing political ideas and ideologies and views gets together in the spirit of making a platform safe and healthy.
There's just so much there. Al Sharpton teaming up with the former George W. Bush aide to tell you censorship is good. The First Lady saying this Ukrainian company allegedly paid Hunter Biden when there's no allegedly about it. Everyone involved has already admitted it. And then best of all, Ali Velshi, we in the cable business. Ali Velshi has never been in the news business. People in the news business cover the news. Propagandists censor and distort the news. And that's what you're watching there.
There's a lot of attention on Twitter during the election because of the Hunter Biden laptop story. The New York Post.
Had that too.
Yeah, so you guys censored that as well?
So we took a different path than Twitter. I mean, basically the background here is the FBI, I think, basically came to us, some folks on our team. It was like, hey, just so you know, like, you should be on high alert. There was, we thought that there was a lot of Russian propaganda in the 2016 election. We have it on notice that basically there's about to be some kind of dump of that's similar to that. So just be vigilant.
So this is a Stop the Presses story. The FBI is the largest and most powerful domestic law enforcement agency in the world. It can't become a secret police force. If it does, this is no longer a free country, and it's no better than, say, Russia under Putin. Do the people in charge always wind up richer than they were before they took office? Do they live in sprawling compounds surrounded by armed guards? Does the average senator, for example, live in the same zip code as the people who vote for him? Places like Scranton, Pennsylvania? If not, you've got corruption. During his 5 decades as a public servant, Joe Biden and his family became rich, and they enriched themselves at the country they supposedly served. How did they do that? I would say most Americans at this point would trade a little bit of corruption. They would tolerate a little bit of corruption for some competence and stability.
Just enough bullshit
to hold things together in this country. Bullshit is the glue that binds us as a nation. Where would we be without our safe, familiar American bullshit? Land of the free, home of the brave, the American dream. All men are equal, justice is blind, the press is free, your vote counts. Business is honest, the good guys win. The police are on your side. God is watching you. Your standard of living will never decline. And everything is gonna be just fine. The official national bullshit story. I call it the American okey doke. Every one of those items is provably untrue at one level or another, but we believe them because they're pounded into our heads from the time we're children. That's what they do with that kind of stuff. They put it in the heads of kids. They pound it in there because they know kids are too young to be able to mount a sophisticated argument against these kind of ideas. And so kids, and up to a certain age, by the way, kids are going to believe everything a grown-up tells them, everything. So kids never learn to question things. Nobody questions things in this country anymore. Nobody questions things. Why? People are too fat and happy. People are way too fucking prosperous for their own good. Everyone's got a cell phone that'll make pancakes and rub their balls now, you know? So nobody wants to rock the boat. And people just gizmo. Americans have been silenced, bought off and silenced by gizmos and toys. And as a result, no one's ever learned to question things. No one questions things in this country anymore. No one questions things. Now, complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck. Yeah! Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here. Like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them. So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote and you elect dishonest, incompetent people and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who in fact did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much.
You need people like me. No.
Step off the canvas, lest you get beat up, bullied, and dumped on. We gon' leave you beat up, bullied, and dumped on. We said we only rock with mavericks. If you a clone, then step off the canvas, lest you get beat up, bullied, and dumped on. We gon' leave you beat up, bullied, and dumped on.
Excellently, it was pressing to me. Descended from the parents, I inherited three. Of course, I can fix a triple residency. Probably rhyme passing boundaries so effortlessly.
Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me. I don't have that much time, chat. I don't have that much time. Let me get into these topics, chat. I really don't have that much time. And sadly, you know what I'm saying? I might be, chat. Like, I might not be streaming 3 days a week anymore. Like, that's the sad news that I have for you guys that I have to start with. Unfortunately, I have to get whatchamacall, like maybe, you know what I'm saying, like the third, like basically another job to kind of maintain and pay my bills. That's it. It's not even, you know what I'm saying, like anything else. You can barely fucking survive in America. Like, the propaganda is out of this fucking world. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond America. If you don't live in America, you know what I'm saying? If you live outside of the United States, you think, oh, people in the United States, they're well up.
Nope.
They're struggling the most. They're struggling as well. You feel me? Everybody's struggling in 2023. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I have to pause my dream, you know what I'm saying? And because I really don't make any money from my YouTube channel. I would love to. That would be great. But for now, it actually costs me money. I have to find a way to keep the lights on, okay? So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's time for me to get a third job so I can pay my bills, basically. That's in America. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go into the plantation and find another fucking slavery job. Modern slavery. You know what I'm saying? Labor job. Labor fucking work. So it is what it is. Cause you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not outraged. They're not really. They're just okay with being modern slaves. They're just being okay with barely getting by. Living paycheck to paycheck. These people are okay with it. And your environment fucking affects you. Like, if you live around those kind of people, you're gonna feel like you do not belong there, because you want to make something for your life. Like, you wanna, you know what I'm saying, you wanna create something for your life. You wanna, you know what I'm saying, you're not okay with staying in one place and being okay with making a minimum fucking wage.
Nope.
You wanna become better. You wanna become the best version of yourself. And if a lot of people that are around you are not trying to become their best version of themselves, guess what? That's a recipe for disaster. That's where the frustration comes in. That's where, you know what I'm saying, and it becomes harder to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, to even get by daily. So it's fucking tragedy. It's tragedy in America, you know what I'm saying? So enough about my fucking life. I will still be able to at least, you know what I'm saying, try to stream, you know what I'm saying, once a week. At least once a week. And I will let you guys know what day that might be. But sadly, I have to get another job. I have to get another fucking minimum wage job. I have to get a minimum wage job. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. That's where we at. 2023 in America. It used to be you get you can get one job and you can at least pay your bills and like get by. Not anymore in America.
Nope.
Not anymore. God damn. No wonder. And then they, you know what I'm saying, like they shame you when people are like homeless or when people go to like fucking prison for basically trying to survive. They just basically lock you up. Or when people, you know what I'm saying, do some crazy shit like harm themselves or harm others. People don't understand where did that frustration came from. Like what caused, what pushed that human being to really act that way? They don't. They're like, oh, kill that crazy guy or lock him up. But there's too many people. You know what I'm saying? And the pain, unfortunately, continues in America. Like the struggle, the everyday struggle continues. And a lot of you guys don't have the courage to really speak up or, you know what I'm saying? Like you're complacent. You chose to remain silent and suffer in silence. You chose to suffer in silence. If you're gonna die, like you might as well, you know what I'm saying? Like die in a brave way. Don't fucking die in silence. That's the worst ever. Like fucking fight back. Don't just sit there and let them fucking stab you. Don't. That's exactly what's happening in 2023. Because the government is pretending it's really protecting its citizens. But you know what it's doing? It's really stabbing its citizens for the back with the inflation. And I'm not gonna get into the fucking politics of how the first time in history in the United States, you know what I'm saying, they remove a house, the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, after he fucking went behind the Republicans' back to make a deal. And this is not just a deal. This is a special deal that the Republican Party was not willing to actually agree on. Not only the Republican Party, but the majority of American people. And the data, poll after poll, shows majority of Americans are tired, literally are tired of keep providing these fucking never ending, what do they call, aid to Ukraine and financial support and fucking military like weapon support. Fucking what more can they give? Because to begin with, they shouldn't be fucking, you know what I'm saying, like fighting the proxy war. But when they realize that people are waking up, people are seeing what the fuck these motherfuckers are doing, they want to go behind the American people and act like, oh, we are bipartisan.
Nope. New World Order.
There's nothing being bipartisan. So I'm so happy that he fucking lost his job. You know what I'm saying? For like basically deceiving and being dishonest. And I wish I wish they would hold him accountable, but they won't. They won't. I mean, that would pretty much be it. Like, how the fuck is it constitutional? How is it constitutional, the Speaker of the House, to agree on a deal with the Democratic Party without the Republican Party present? How is it even legal? How?
New World Order.
You motherfuckers tell me. Somebody please tell me, and let me know in the comment. Like, let me know in the fucking comments. Like, I don't get it. I will never get it. I will never understand. They just say Constitution, bro. Like, they don't abide by this Constitution. They really don't. And the Democratic Party is not what it used to be, man. Hell fucking no.
New World Order.
They became the opposite, man. They're ruining America. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about today. Okay? What I want to get into is, you know what I'm saying, how basically I've been talking about it. Like, basically, if it wasn't Positively Honest podcast, who else is gonna keep it? Who's gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying, truthful? Who's gonna report the truth that the mainstream media continues to ignore? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I encourage you guys to speak up. Get your own podcast. Like, if you don't know how to start this shit, if you're a little bit nervous about it, please contact me. Hit me up. Your voice is important. You know what I'm saying? Like, citizen journalism is important more than ever before. Our democracy is in danger. It's in jeopardy. And we have to we cannot just let it like, oh, I don't know, like, is this real? Like, what is this guy talking about? Like, oh, he don't have that many subscribers. Like, I shouldn't take him serious. Okay. Like, I'm from the future. Like, believe it or not. This shit that I talk about, you might see it a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 3 weeks from, like, you just never know, a year from now. But this is fucking facts. You can fact check me, please. Don't just believe me. Check what I'm talking about. Check if this is true or not. But anyways, I've been talking about how the American people, or the people overall around the world, are having it. Like, they had enough of being slaved and being lied to, okay? Do you remember during the pandemic, they were telling, oh, essential workers. Do you know who was the essential workers? Some of the essential workers, if I may remind you, were grocery workers, healthcare workers, hospital workers, nurses, emergency department technicians. All of those were part of the essential workers. Okay? But if that was true, don't you think that they would treat these motherfuckers a little bit better? But
nope.
That's not what's happening. Time and time again, I've been reporting, guys. I've been reporting that workers are burnt out, basically. Like, the inflation is going up. Like I said, I've been telling y'all, like, I can tell you, this shit is fucking affecting me as well. Okay, I have to get 3 jobs to fucking pay my fucking bills. Okay, and these people, as you can see, majority are poor people. Majority are what they would consider in America color people. People of color. They would say that. Okay, which means non-white, okay? This means it's just black people, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? Basically, because Asians are not part of it. And it's just outrageous. So now, last week or 2 weeks ago actually, it's still, the strike that I was talking about is still ongoing, which was, if you guys might remember, it was the American, or it was United Auto Workers. If you guys remember, United Auto Workers is still ongoing strike that's affecting a lot of people, and it might affect the US economy and maybe the whole world, the globe economy, okay? And now we're gonna add that on to 75,000 workers who have walked off the job because of, you know what I'm saying, their fucking management not listening their concerns, okay? And it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So let's get into this article real quick.
Off the job this morning. They include nurses, ER technicians, and lots of others who work at Kaiser Permanente hospitals and medical facilities from coast to coast. It's the largest healthcare strike in U.S. history. And for more, we've got NPR's Danielle Kay. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Layla.
So where is the strike happening, and what does it mean for patients?
So the strike is set to happen across the country in California, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington, D.C.
Bro, this is, so you think this is, you know, oh, it might not affect me, but this actually, it's the largest, the biggest healthcare strike in the United States history. What does that say? And stick around, because I'm gonna show you a shocking numbers that shows the inequality in America. It's just disgusting, and I want you to see, it with your own eyes, okay? But the strike went on in California, as you guys were hearing it, California, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. That is a lot of people, okay? You know what I'm saying? And obviously, there's a reason why it is the biggest healthcare strike in the United States history. Time and again, people are saying, workers are saying, hey, I just want to do my job. That's it. In a fair way. Can you guys make sure that, you know what I'm saying, there's not a safety risk? There's no burnout? Can you guys just treat me a humane way? Can you guys just treat me like a human being while I'm here 8 hours a day, 5 days, you know what I'm saying, a week? You're basically enslaving me. Can you guys just, you know what I'm saying, treat me a little bit better as a human being? And these fucking corporations are like,
nope.
We decide how we want to treat you and how much we want to pay you. It's insane. It's insane. This is happening in the United States of America.
He warned patients that non-emergency appointments might be delayed over the next few days. And in most regions, the strike is expected to last 3 days until Saturday morning, except on the East Coast, where it'll only run for a day, ending on Thursday morning. Hospitals and emergency departments will stay open. Kaiser has had time to prepare, and they say they've hired people to fill these critical care roles during the strike. And this is happening because all sorts of workers are set to go on strike. That includes nurses, pharmacists, lab technicians, so many others. These are people Kaiser really needs to keep its routine care up and running.
So how did it get to this point that people are ready to go on strike?
Yeah, well, the collective bargaining agreement for workers expired over the weekend without a new agreement in place. The unions want an almost 25% pay raise for all of its members, while Kaiser has countered with about half of that. But what's really driving the strike is a staffing crisis. More than 1 in 10 union positions were vacant as of April. And staffing was an issue before the pandemic, but it's gotten a lot worse during COVID. There's been an exodus of workers over the past few years, and employees say they've been working longer hours with a lot fewer people. And they say the pay and benefits at Kaiser just aren't enough to attract new workers or retain those who are already there.
And this is happening all across industries, regardless of where you work. You know what I'm saying? This includes the U.S. military, by the way, who are having a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Having a hard time recruiting and, you know what I'm saying, and getting new freaking young people to join in the military. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, people are finally waking up. It's like, it's amazing.
It's a calling, and folks don't feel comfortable staying at jobs where they don't feel like they can give the best patient care possible.
Nope. And Kaiser says it's almost reached its goal of hiring 10,000 people who are represented by this group of unions by the end of this year. But Lucas says lots of workers are leaving the organization at the same time. And Kaiser, she says, needs to invest more in its workforce to fix those retention issues.
And how do workers feel about walking off the job?
Well, lots of workers won't be paid for the days they're on strike, and it's really a last resort. But
Bruh. And that, I want to just highlight that part, because when you're not getting paid, you know how that's gonna affect you. You're not gonna be able to fucking pay your apartment bills. You're not gonna be able to pay your fucking insurance. You're not gonna be able to pay, you know what I'm saying, your, what you will call, you know what I'm saying, like your car note or your insurance or your gas or groceries or what you call, you know what I'm saying, your you know what I'm saying, like whatever you spend on your time, like on yourself, you know what I'm saying, like all of that shit, like just your date night, all of that shit. It's just, I fucking lost what I was gonna say, but fuck, it's just, it's just like, what I'm trying to say is, for them not to get paid and to still go on a strike, says something. You know what I'm saying? That says that, hey, I don't give a fuck if you don't pay me, but I'm gonna show you that, hey, other people gotta see this shit, because we all suffer in silence in America. Like, each fucking department and corporations, they try to hide and make sure that these public, you know, the public don't find out what the fuck's going on in the fucking company. Because every fucking company is barely fucking hanging out in America. Like, you can see the way people drive, you can see the way people talk to each other, you can see America is falling apart. Not only America, but the West. Because their fucking leaders have been just fucking ignorant piece of shit. It's just unbelievable.
Talked to Megan Mays. She's a patient access representative in Hillsboro, Oregon. She has 3 young kids, and she says she's barely had time to spend with them since the pandemic hit. She's been working at the hospital 50 hours a week or more.
There hasn't been any relief. I think we keep waiting for it and hoping that it will come, and it just hasn't. And at this point, 4 years later, it's not sustainable anymore.
Mays and other workers also told me patient care is suffering because of staff shortages, with things like longer wait times for appointments, so they see this strike as an unfortunate but necessary step to improve patient care in the long run.
That's NPR's Danielle Kay. Thank you so much, Danielle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, NPR, which I barely fuck with her, but I had to go to them on that report, and hopefully you guys don't fucking, you know what I'm saying, sue me or fucking, you know what I'm saying, claim this fucking shit as a copyright. Like, nah, man. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to NPR. You guys check that shit out. I will, you know what I'm saying, attach this fucking link into the description below if you would like to read and find out more. But what I wanted to show you guys, the reason you know what I'm saying, I mean, let's just say the disconnect between the CEOs, the leaders, the bosses, the managers, and the workers in these corporations in America is disgusting, and it needs to be highlighted, basically. Okay? What you want to do with the information, it's up to you. But I got to show you the truth. And you got to look at this shit. It's fucking disgusting. How do y'all explain this? Look at this. So we are talking about the Kaiser, you know what I'm saying, workers who went on the strike, right? But the company's CEO, Gregory Adams, the chairman and the CEO, you know how much he makes? Look at it's on your screen right here. 17 million to be exact. Okay? And on here it shows $28,192 employees received $4 billion in compensation, which equates to an average compensation of about $140,000. That would be above average, according to, you know what I'm saying, in America, okay? However, this is where it gets interesting, and this is where I'm reading, guys. Only 11,895 employees received more than $100,000 in compensation. That's just the six figure with only 69 most highly compensated employees reported to be. Look at this. Look at this, chat. So they had 28,000 employees, right? Only, look at this shit. Only 69 of them was the most highly compensated employees reported to be. And who are those? You guys might wonder. Who are those? And number one is the CEO, the chairman and the CEO. You know what I'm saying? 17 million a year. He got 17 million. While the nurses, the pharmacists, the emergency workers, emergency technicians, and hundreds of others are fighting for equal pay. For you know what I'm saying, like, so they could just do their job pretty well. That's all they ask. They're not asking to become billionaires or a millionaire or anything, or even get paid a lot of money. They just want, you know what I'm saying, to do their job and go home to their families. They're just saying, can we not fucking work all of these hours, 60 hours or 50 hours a week, and not be able to spend time with our families, and you're not fucking giving us any raise? Meanwhile, the CEO is getting paid $17 million every year. How the fuck is this fair? How the fuck is this happening in America? I thought they said, oh, capitalism, oh, it's fair. That's the only fair system in America. Well, how do you explain this?
New World Order.
How do you explain this? And not only him that's getting paid. You know what I'm saying? 17 million is fucking ridiculous, chat. This is ridiculous. Look, Richard Daniels, the EVP and the Chief Information Officer, is getting paid 6 million, almost 7 million. For doing what? Is this motherfucker better than the nurses? Does he work harder than the pharmacists? Does he work harder than the emergency technicians? The answer is fucking no.
Nope.
But of course, he might be doing something, you know what I'm saying, that others are not willing to do, which is, you know what I'm saying,
New World Order.
You know what I'm saying?
New
it's like a big ass dick, you know what I'm saying?
New World Order.
It's like a big ass dick, you know what I'm saying?
New World Order.
Back of the fucking room, like nobody else is willing to do that shit. Nobody else is willing to sell their soul. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is trying to sacrifice their life over fucking nah. Look at this. Regional president, as if she gonna bring like special fucking some sort of fucking magic to that department, to that region. North California.
New World Order.
Unbelievable. While nurses who are actually helping the American people, who are actually working, who are exposing themselves, who are actually taking risks, who deserve to get paid, to be treated like a human beings, are not even getting a fair share. But the fucking regional president is gonna get almost 6 million a year. For what? Just traveling on a fucking private jet? While looking good and showing her titties? Like what? What else does she do? Can somebody please explain this shit to me? What does she do, bruh? What does she do, dog? Oh, I get it. They just virtuousing. Oh, okay. Diversity, huh? Fucking clowns, dog. And here is another 5 million. For what? Is she better than, you know what I'm saying, those fucking nurses? What the fuck did she do? What the fuck did she do? With that fake ass smile. Like, what did she do? Does she work better, like harder than the nurses? The answer is fucking
nope.
Did she work harder than these people? She don't work harder than healthcare workers? No, she don't. But hey, they gotta make up this. Look at this, another guy, Arthur. He gets paid $5 million for what? He calls his job health plan operations. What do you operate? What the fuck do you operate when you cannot even fucking operate it and fucking pay your fucking nurses well? What do you operate, you motherfucker? Like, you just operate. What do you operate? What do you operate? What do you operate? You operate like a dick, huh? What do you operate? Looking ugly ass motherfucker. Like, what do you operate, bro? Alright, man. Nobody wanna answer these questions. Look at this. Julie Miller. Phelps, like, she gonna act regional president, like Southern California. Like, she gonna act like she is the fucking, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, New World Order. Old ass fucking people, bro. Like, let these people retire. Go fucking enjoy the 2 fucking years left of your life. You old fucking. Like, stop suppressing the healthcare workers. Pay these motherfuckers. Stop suppressing these people. Like pay these people. Treat these people with dignity. Like, this is the people that run and make the money that you get paid. That $6 million, that $4 million that you get paid every year. They're the ones who are working hard to earn that money for the company. And where do they give that money to? Who they give that money to? Julie fucking Miller. Miller Phelps. Supposedly, she is the fucking regional president. Southern California. What does he do? Basically nothing. Fly around a private jet. Drink. And fucking just tell jokes and just make fun of the healthcare workers. Oh, we're not gonna reach no fucking negotiations. This is like, we don't have, like, oh, our company, like, next quarter we might not reach 1.2 like profits overall. Like, how about you fucking suck a dick, bitch? Like, oh, it looks like they're I could tell by the list of these motherfuckers, they like to act like they are, you know what I'm saying, they're diversity. They hire women. I know these companies, they're the worst, literally. They only care about how others see them. Typical American. Like, they just care about the Instagram profile picture. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If that picture is really truthful or how they really living. They only care about the image, how they, you know what I'm saying, how others gonna perceive them. Not necessarily to tell them how they live, how that person is living. It's yeah. Look at these people, dog. You're getting exposed. Bitch, you getting like 6 millions? 5 millions? 17 millions for what? Tell me, what are you doing better than a healthcare worker that you deserve for 17 million? Somebody please enlighten me, educate me. I'm open. I'm willing to learn. Can somebody please explain to me what the fuck does Gregory Adams do that the healthcare workers don't? That gives him $17 million and 268,000. Only that 268,000 would change like thousands of people's lives. But this motherfucker just chose to just pay himself 17 million. For what? For what? Of course, you guys don't want to tell me, man. Or maybe if you knew. So what does this motherfucker do? I would love to know. I would love to know, man. What does he do, bro? What does he really do? What does he really do that earns him $17 million a year, while his healthcare workers are literally outside of his company fighting, literally screaming at the front line, telling them we were the essential workers, and now you just getting rid of us? We're expendable piece of shits to you now? Really? Really?
New World Order.
Unbelievable, bro.
Strike in U.S. history is officially underway, and it could impact your access to medical services here in the Bay Area. ABC 7 News reporter Lena Howland joins us live from Walnut Creek, where some of the 75,000 Kaiser workers have walked off the job. Lena, what's the latest right now?
Well, despite Kaiser leadership and union representatives bargaining through the night, they were not able to reach a last-minute deal. That's why healthcare workers have walked off the job, hitting the picket lines for 3 days, including this location here in Walnut Creek, right here behind me, where we are seeing just an incredible show of support. All of these workers have completely...
Without pay.
Wednesday, healthcare workers from Kaiser Permanente walking off the job in Walnut Creek and across the country.
We've had enough, and we want support. We want to work in good faith. We want the Kaiser executives to come back to the table and bargain in good faith with us.
Kaiser says they bargained through the night with
New World Order
to try to reach a last-minute deal.
New World Order
Made with agreements on several specific.
The rich is getting richer. The poor is basically dying.
Called the biggest healthcare strike in U.S. history.
You see,
the depopulation is real.
Negotiations or anything, we would be inside working for our patients.
Some of the top concerns union members are chronic understaffing, worker burnout, and low pay.
I want to be very clear that we want to make sure our patients are taken care of at the best that we're supposed to do, and at what they deserve is not short staffing, not having to be rescheduled, all that good stuff. We just want to make sure that they're getting that world-class patient care.
Julian Robinson, an MRI technician at the Walnut Creek location, says he's frustrated it even came to this point.
Because, you know, that could be my father on the table. That could be even some of the leadership's parents and kids and family members that needs to be taken care of, and they're not properly being taken care of. So, yes, I am frustrated for that reason, that patient care is suffering because leadership refuses to bargain in good.
Yeah, but it won't be the leaders' family. It will not. Those motherfuckers got $17 million. They have their own private fucking hospitals, okay? They make their own money, okay? They make their own medicine. These motherfuckers are just, I don't think they're human beings. I don't think those sort of motherfuckers are human beings. I don't think that, because anybody who has a heart will not be able to just, you know what I'm saying, do the shit that these people do in America. I don't think these people are capable of like feeling the drugs in America. I don't know what it is, or I don't know what's in the water in America, but there's no feelings in America, bro. You're a zombie, dog.
Kaiser is assuring patients that their hospitals and ERs will remain open, even if some non-emergency services have to be rescheduled.
Hopefully we can get this done in the next 24 hours and everybody can go back to work and get back to taking care of our patients.
And this 3-day strike is expected to end at 6 a.m. on Saturday. Union representatives also tell me that if no deal is reached in the next coming weeks, they are prepared to strike again in November. Live in Walnut Creek, Lena Howland, ABC 7 News.
There you have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's gonna keep going on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? It's like when are people gonna be like, you know, like when are we gonna do something? Because we can't just let this just keep happening. Something got to be done. Something got to be done.
Patient care within Kaiser Permanente.
Kaiser Permanente staff, they say that they're exhausted. They say that the staffing levels at the Kaiser facilities are unsafe. Patient wait times, they say, are dangerous. Paint a picture for us of what an average day at a Kaiser office or hospital looks like right now.
Such a good question. You know, I was just talking to folks in Colorado, and the receptionist in the audiology department was saying that people are often on hold for 60 minutes just to reach him. And then once they do get through to him, he's offering them appointments 2 to 3 months out. And that same story is true across California, in Portland, in Washington.
Across America.
Patients are waiting for a long time just to speak to someone to be told your next appointment isn't for months and months out.
On this matter of staffing shortages, the healthcare industry nationwide is facing labor shortages. And here's what a Kaiser executive had to say about that.
I think coming out of the pandemic, healthcare workers have been.
And this is the problem. They use people that look like the poor people. This is the sad truth about America. They use the weak on the weak people. You know what I'm saying? They will use somebody that looks like the weak, and they will act like, hey, they will make sure that person kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying? So you can have a little bit of trust. Let me tell you something. This lady, you guys already, you bought her. That's what y'all do. And she basically sold her fucking soul. Basically, she sold her color, her fucking heritage, her people. Basically, she's useless to us or to a normal human being because, you know what I'm saying, she's representing the other side to keep the poor people down, to keep poor people, you know what I'm saying, depopulated. And I'm tired of those fucking people. They're the worst. I just cannot believe this is happening in America, dog. And a lot of people are just not even, they're not even concerned. They're like, they'd rather just get fucked. Unbelievable. They'd rather just get fucked and not even, you know what I'm saying, ask question or why do I have to get through this? Why do I have to do this? Is there an end sight? When will I get out of this? How are we going to get out of this? Nothing. We just, hey, I guess everybody else is going through the same shit. Let's go ahead and let's watch this shit fucking die off. Let's listen. What the fuck would the excuse be?
Completely burned out. The trauma that was felt caring for so many COVID patients and patients that died was just difficult. And so people have left the industry as a whole.
So practically, what more could Kaiser Permanente be doing in terms of recruiting and hiring staff that it's not already doing?
You know, Kaiser Permanente has a huge advantage in that it has frontline healthcare workers who want to step up and work on long-term solutions to the staffing crisis, comprehensive solutions. Those look like infrastructure investment in the workforce.
Man, fuck this propaganda fucking media fucking news, bro. And you know, the other shit is that they're all in cahoots. They're all in working cahoots, bro. Like the media, the government, the big corporations. It's just like,
Social media platforms, they ratting on Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. New World Order.
the courts. There's so many. You see what they're doing to Donald Trump? That's exactly what they do to, you know what I'm saying, the average person. Like, they will make sure, like, you don't bail out, number one. Like, they will set the bail an amount that you will never be able to come up with. Not you, not your family. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could surprise them, and even if you surprise them and come up with the money, they will double the bail. They will come up with a reason to keep you. And now they're trying to like make sure Donald Trump runs out of money. And for some reason, they want to like find a way in the Constitution to use the Constitution against him not to run. So basically, they don't want the American people choosing their next president. They want to choose for them. That's the Democratic Party doing that. Let that sink in, guys.
New World Order.
The party that's claiming is preserving democracy and fighting for democracy is literally demolishing and literally getting rid of democracy right in front of our eyes. Either you ignore it or you don't. I don't give a fuck. But the truth is, what they doing to him, they can do that to any American, regardless of who they are. You know what I'm saying? And if Donald Trump, for some reason, becomes president 2024, I guarantee you, there's gonna be a revenge, and he will use, you know what I'm saying, the same, like what the basically Democratic Party put on the Constitution, what they allowed. So they better be careful. They really better be careful of, you know what I'm saying, like really, really abusing the Constitution, because the next president is going to do the same shit that they do right now. So, but they don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they give a fuck about the Constitution. They showed that time and time again. But the regular American and the regular person in America is basically the Walking Dead, man. It's basically the Walking Dead is happening in America 2023. The Walking Dead. Yes. The Walking Dead. Or the Matrix.
New World Order. We in the Matrix, my nigga. We in the Matrix. We in the Matrix, my nigga.
Don't lose your dreams for yourself, for your future, for your family. The dreams of love and enterprise and travel and doing things, becoming something unique on your journey here. Don't lose your dreams. Do some dreaming. You've got plenty of intelligence. You've got plenty of talent. You've got.
Yeah. But anyways, man, we'll see how things really, you know what I'm saying, like how things go. Because I don't have much hope of this, because, you know, it's just like, it just keeps so many people. The only hope that I have, the only positive take that I can take this from, is that how people are actually finally waking up, and they put in their financial, you know what I'm saying, on the line. They don't give a fuck if they get paid or not. They're going to let you guys know this is not okay. And they cannot, basically, they're burned out, and they cannot take this anymore. So I hope, you know what I'm saying, those brave people, brave workers, you know what I'm saying, get what they deserve. And I hope and I pray we get more brave Americans, or brave people overall in this world, that will stand up and ask more questions. Like, why do I have to do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long are we going to get through this? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but another subject that I might not get into, that I'm running out of time of, that was the first subject, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much to talk about. There's so much things that we really got to expose. You know what I'm saying? But god damn, bro, this life is woo.
New World Order.
But that overheating situation that the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max was happening, is still happening, even though Apple is saying they're releasing. Actually, they released it today. They're saying they released a software update that they said will fix the heating problem. But will it really fix or not? And I would say probably
nope.
Not really. Not likely, because it's not a software problem. It's more like battery, space, material, more including software issue. So the problem is bigger than only software, okay? So, but they're just gonna keep it alive. They're just gonna keep on capping so they can sell more. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If the shit becomes hot or even explodes on your face. And basically, a lot of people who basically are not even aware that iPhone 15 Pro Max or 15 or 15 Pro was made by a slave, and they don't even know what the fuck is happening the bottom of the chain, okay, of their supply chain. They really don't know what the fuck's happening. A lot of Americans think that iPhone is made in America, but that's not true.
Nope.
Your iPhone that you think, oh, look at this beautiful, it's actually made in China. Your iPhone 15 Pro Max is made in China by most likely Chinese person, not an American person. It's not made in America. Have you ever wondered why is your iPhone 15 Pro or your iPhone is not made in America? You probably don't ask that question. Okay, you probably don't ask question. I get it. But let's see. A lot of those people that are not aware the bottom of the supply chain of their favorite iPhone are experiencing. They were on a line to buy the iPhone 15, right? And then they were the first one that experienced the overheating issue. And here, some of them, what they got to say. They're like, this person, his name is Panda Man PC, right? He writes, I got the iPhone 15 Pro as well. It's overheating when I'm on a phone call for like 8 to 10 minutes. And then Mars Tattoo INE says, I just got the iPhone 15 Pro today. It's so hot. I can't even hold it very long. Hope they resolve this. Bruh. And then Beastie _ 1028 says, this has been happening to me too. I just got the phone. Realized quickly that it was hotter than my previous phone. Really? Obviously, you dumb fuck. There's an issue going on. And then, Lobster Ghost 1 says, your phone is not overheating unless you see a message on your screen. It needs to cool down before you can use it. And then he goes on to say, a new phone will be warm while it indexes all the new data you have to put on the phone. This is normal, not something to be concerned about.
What? What the fuck? New World Order. We in the Matrix, my nigga. We in the Matrix. We in the Matrix, my nigga. In the Matrix.
Somebody with a fucking Lobster Ghost. Your name is fucking Lobster Ghost. You don't know fucking shit. You basically eat the bottom feeders. The fuck? And you talking about you acting like you know shit. There's no fucking index that happens on your phone. It's not a fucking website. It's not a fucking... What the fuck's wrong with people, dog? They will answer it with confidence. Like, as if they're fucking from... You know what I'm saying? Like, as if they made the iPhone. Bitch, you don't know shit. Sit down. And I'm glad this person actually answered to them. And they're like... And their name is actually... Arcan93 says, I'm not entirely convinced that the problem is only indexing. Damn right. My 15 Pro, not Max, is sitting at pretty much normal room temperature when not in use. But I just spent about 10 minutes watching streaming video over Wi-Fi with a screen at about 30% brightness in a room with a temperature of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not an ambient temperature issue either. The phone got hot enough that it was uncomfortable to hold. And the battery dropped by about 15% in that meantime. Not exactly the up to 23 hours of a video playtime that Apple claims here. Okay? I'm not going to say that indexing couldn't be part of it, but number one, that seems pretty extreme, even with indexing. Number two, I would hope that Apple trolls their indexing when the phone is busy doing other things. And he says, the person says, I'm going to give it until the end of the week for indexing to finish or for Apple to release a software fix. So some of these people already kind of know, you know what I'm saying, when new iPhone comes out, there might be some issues. And they always say, oh, they're going to release a software fix, or, you know, it was a bug. We're going to release a bug fix. That doesn't really solve the problem all the time. I'm already noticing, like, on my old phone, you know what I'm saying, like, the battery difference. If you got an old iPhone, I guarantee you're going to see your battery is going to drain faster. This is their new way of, I guess, allegedly forcing people to upgrade. Get a new phone. It's about that time. If your phone is like probably 4 years old, 3 years old, it's about that time to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they do. They will force you to get a new phone. Your phone will stop working for no reason. And then Kaylee Muyu continues to say, thank you for that explanation. Yeah, it says, I don't know if mine could be I don't know if mine could be because of that. A hardware issue or software issue. One was setting up the phone. It got so hot. It was almost too uncomfortable to hold it. I wanted to put it down, but I wanted to keep testing out my new phone. Bro.
New World Order.
What? What the fuck? I used to, you know what I'm saying, like when people used to say common sense is not so common anymore, I used to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't want to hear that shit. I used to not take them serious until one day it really hit me. I'm like, holy shit. There's so many damn ass people walking around. And I'm tired of these people. Like, I cannot, like, I don't have any tolerance for these people. Like, the most I can give these people is 15 seconds. After that, my brain completely shuts down and I try to just remove myself from that conversation or from that space because I just cannot tolerate. Otherwise, my brain just boils up. Like, I just cannot. Look at these damn ass people. Please, if you're using a phone and it gets so hot to the point where it's uncomfortable, it's probably safe to say, leave that phone alone. Don't be around that phone. Don't keep using the phone. It might explode into your fucking face. You might lose an eye. You might lose a whole face. You might die. It happened before where iPhone exploded. Please do not fucking use your phone if you feel that it's warm enough. If you think it's unusual, put it down. It's not worth it's not worth it. That shit exploding on your fucking face and then you're looking like you fucking zombie looking bitch. Like, it's not gonna work. Leave it alone. You can always get another phone. You can always play it around when it cools down. Stop fucking using it. It's not worth it. God damn. How hard is it to use your brain like that? But anyways, man, I'm done, man. And matter of fact, I got 4 to be particular story that I want to talk about, but due to me going to work tomorrow early in the morning, I gotta stop this. So unfortunately, I don't get paid from this. This is a free show, guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? This shit costs me. I'm losing money, guys. Even though I'm like YouTube fighting me, other people suing me, you know what I'm saying? Other motherfuckers just suppressing my shit. It's just like unbelievable. I don't think a lot of people could have survived or could have handled my situation like any better. Not a lot of people could have fucking. A lot of y'all motherfuckers would have been dead like by now. If y'all were in my situation, in my place, a lot of you guys would have fucking deleted yourself. Like if you were in my spot, like this is what I'm going through the last fucking. Basically, just the pain is the everyday struggle. The pain is crazy, but hopefully we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna overcome. You niggas don't have the guts to be what you wanna be. Have the guts. You need people like me. You can point your fucking finger and say, it's the bad guy. Who put this thing together? Me. Yeah, that's who. And I don't break up for nobody. No. It's all good. A lot of you guys don't have the courage. You know what I'm saying? But you can live it through me. Like, I have the courage. I don't give a flying fuck about anybody. To be quite frankly. Like, I don't give a fuck about anybody. Like, for you to like really, you know what I'm saying, like silence me? I already told y'all. The only way, I already told y'all, the only way to silence me, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Cause there's no any other way, man. Cause they already, you know what I'm saying? The depopulation is real, guys. Like, they already killing you.
New World Order.
You might as well fight back, like, with dignity. Like, don't fucking die as a coward. Please, don't die as a coward. Please. God does not like cowards. I'm telling y'all right now. Please, do not return to him as a coward. Please. Find the courage and, you know what I'm saying? Because God gave you courage and a fucking ability to, you know what I'm saying? Find it from your heart, man. Please, one day before you die, guys, stand up and be brave. Don't let these motherfuckers, don't be scared to think that, oh, these other people gonna look at me like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You ain't gotta give a fuck how other people think about you or what they gonna say about you or what they're gonna do to you. It is what it is. Because either way, if you don't speak up and you're just complacent and you're just willfully ignorant and you are fucking being just selfish, ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, there's no way around it. Like, somebody has to tell the truth. Somebody has to really, you know what I'm saying? Somebody has to lead. Like, somebody has to really talk the truth. Otherwise, we all fucked, man. If y'all just let it go, like, all right, we just gonna be zombies.
New World Order.
Just not gonna say anything anymore. Like,
What the fuck?
but hey, it's all good. I'll take
You niggas don't have the guts to be what you wanna be. You need people like me, so you can point your fucking finger and say, it's the bad guy who put this thing together. Me, yeah, that's who, and I don't break up for nobody.
No. But all I ask is please hit the like button and maybe you will find a courage to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll find a courage, you know what I'm saying, to really be honest with yourself. Stop like lying to yourself. Deep down in your heart, you know what's up. Deep down in your heart, you know what's up. You know what's up. Deep down in your heart, you know what's up. I ain't got to tell you. But one thing that I want to tell you before I go is, please make sure y'all take care of your mental health just like the way you take care of your physical health, because more than ever before, your mental health is way important. It's important as your physical health. If not, more important in 2023. So make sure you do the work, even if that means get your peace of mind, cut all your family, because blood, having the same blood, doesn't mean shit in 2023. You feel me? Or ever. Like, it doesn't mean shit. A complete stranger can be your family, can actually treat you better than your own family. So if your family is keeping you down, keeping you depressed, keeping you, you know what I'm saying, miserable, and they're not willing to actually better themselves and help each other to, you know what I'm saying, like, to improve themselves, then it's your right to cut them off and take the high road and get that peace of mind, and protect your mental health. Until next time, my friends. Adios.